Hi everyone, this is Matthew Rhodes and I'm joined by Matlock Town manager Paul Phillips. Paul, 4-2 victory away at Bamber Bridge, who are, before this afternoon, were in 5th place in the playoff places. Excellent 3 points on the road. Just overall, what did you make of that performance this afternoon?
I thought it was, in the main, it was a very good performance. For me, I think the game could and should have been over by half time, the chances we missed. And then you come back and it gets to 3-2, but let's not take any away from Bamber Bridge. You've had some good results in the playoff positions. Jamie's got a very good team here, but I thought in the end probably the scoreline should have been 1 or 2 more in our favour, but not took our chances. They've stayed in the game, and I think all in all we deserved the 3 points.
I was getting a little bit nervy just towards the end when the scoreline was 3-2 in Matlock's favour. Bit of a goalmouth scramble with about 5 minutes to go. But how pleased were you that the defenders kept their heads, that everyone on the team just didn't let the nerves get to them and they just saw that game out?
Well, it's hard because if you look at it, Matthew, we've had to change 3 centre-halves. Yates hasn't played a game all season. He's not done a pre-season. I've asked Evans to play as a left-hand-sided centre-half, where Sharmo's now been playing, or Ashton. And we've not been able to work on anything. So we've conceded 2 goals that we wouldn't normally concede. But I think all in all, we defended really well. But I think we defended from the front. I thought usually was unplayable. Cookie, again, you've seen what kind of player he is. I thought his first goal was sublime. His second one was nearly as good. And I think all in all, he worked his socks off, Cookie, so did User. I thought we defended from the front really well, and I think, obviously, again, without going on, but I think the scoreline don't reflect our dominance in the game.
Just mentioning there Jamie Cook, he said in our last interview that some of the things he was doing in the last training session were frightening, and you weren't wrong. Was that the kind of stuff that he was doing on the training pitch with those runs onto the threaded through balls? It was fantastic to watch.
Yeah, but don't say too much. We've only got him on a month's loan from our practice at the moment, so let's make sure we can complete it to the end of the season. But no, listen, he's a great player. You've seen that. His willingness to work, his movement, his desire to go and get in the box, his desire to score goals is everything that you need. I think obviously if we can get another forward in and we need a midfielder, I don't like keep chopping and changing, and it sounds like I'm contradicting myself because we've lost 3 players in our space of 7 days. We lost another little week before in Wafula. We're working hard now to try and get a midfielder, and we are a little bit light in numbers. We've got 3 games this week, so I still feel that if we can get another forward in and a midfielder, I feel that we'll be in a lot stronger place as a group to manage games. But again, let's not take anything away from the lads today. I thought it was fantastic from the first minute to the last. 2 sloppy goals is the only blight on the copy, but again, we've responded at the other end.
Let's have a word on Adam Yates. Of course, surprised many when he came out of retirement. He's come to the rescue to sort out your defensive small numbers. I thought he was absolutely fantastic today. He looked like he'd not, been out for a number of months. He just seemed like he'd slotted in and that he had been involved in pre-season, but of course he hasn't been. What did you make of Yates' performance?
I just think he wanted pre-season off, to be perfectly honest. That's what I think he wanted. No, listen, he was great, and I think it shows the calibre of the lad. I've said before, the lift it's give the lads in the changing room, someone like that's played so many games for the club, the lift it's give the spectators who turned out today. Thought he didn't put a foot wrong. Again, I want to thank him because today would have been really, really a struggle without getting him to put the shirt on. But he's not stepped out of line. I think he's won every header. He's done what we asked him to do, and it looks like he won't be in away. That's the biggest compliment to give him.
Okay, and just finally, next game. They come thick and fast as always in this league, away at Radcliffe on Tuesday night. What kind of game will that be? Obviously you'll be wanting to build on what you've done today away at Bamber Bridge, and obviously the possibility that you could go top of the table if you were to win and South Shield's result doesn't go their way.
I think it'd be a different kind of game, a bit more direct, pace and power, and it's a different kind of game when you play at Radcliffe because up and down the hills it's a bit like Staley Bridge. It's going to be a game that you probably have to defend a lot more coming down the hill, and you've got to get your positioning right, and a game that you're going to go on the front foot obviously down the hill, and going up the hill you've got to get obviously the positioning right. But it's a game that we're not going to places. Last week, look at Stafford last week, I know I mentioned it in my earlier interviews, but we could have been 3-0 up by the time they've scored. We hadn't took our chances, and it come back to bite us on the backside. I didn't chastise the lads in the week. We know them things are going to happen. That's football. We've got to go on the front foot. I think you looked at our midfield today: Chippendale, Wiles, Leeser. every one of them obviously on the front foot. And I think we've got to go there. And the problem we've got now, Matthew, is it's going to be a case of you're second in the league and go top. Teams are going to take a different approach to what they want to do and what you want to do. So we've got to make sure we find a puzzle to solve in a way of, we've got to make sure that we do the right things in the right areas. And I think we started today. We need to go on a good run again, and we want to stay at the top of that league. I don't know how results have gone on, but we need to stay at the top of that league. We've got a good enough squad. 1 or 2 additions. I think we're good enough to hopefully go that course.
Okay, well, thanks for your time as always, Philo. Great win today, and good luck for the game against Radcliffe on Tuesday night.
Thank you very much.